Morning class, just want to do a quick video on test corrections. So how to do test corrections in positive physics. Um, okay, so how do we do test corrections? So let's say we took a test. So you come in and you're let's say we're doing a test today, for example, on forces. So you would of course go to forces and you'd go to the assessment section, which is unlocked, and you would begin by taking your test. And so you'd answer some questions. Let's just say, I don't know, I'm just going to throw some answers in. I'm not even 100% sure if these are going to be good or not. Okay, those were good. Problem 2, I'm just going to kind of intentionally get some wrong ones in here. Okay, so a couple of wrong ones were in white, one correct one. Here, I'll just get one that's definitely wrong. It's going to be wrong. Okay, so let's say I go through the test. I get some right. They're green. I get some wrong. I have at least some are partially wrong. Some are completely wrong. Some are, the other possibility would be some are just aren't answered at all. But anyway, so you go through and you look at your score and you've got a, whatever, 80. You've pretty much done everything you can and you're finished. Now the screen is usually has a black background up here at the top, and when you're done, you've got through all your questions, you've completely finished everything. And you, as you're going along, you might say, "Oh, I can't believe that! Of course, I forgot. Oh yeah, I see what happens here. I've got 140 up and 140 down. This should have been 0. I wish I could change that, but I can't." But when you're done with all the questions and you're finished, you want to hit this finalize button down here, okay? And when you hit the finalize button, it's saying, are you sure you want to do this? And you should only do this when you're done, completely done with the test. And then say, okay, now the background switches to green. And now I can go back in and I can change my score. So, oh, that's 0. And I know if there's no net force, it's a constant speed. Okay. And now it turns to like a darkish green color. And we can go to this one and say how the weight is, of course, down, and the normal force is back, up, and you can go through and just fix any mistakes that you made, so that at the end you're going to have a score, and then your correction score will be 100%. Because even if I get something wrong in correction mode, let me just demonstrate that. I'll make all of these none. Okay, and yeah, so some of them. So, and then I say, ah, geez, I just messed up my correction. Well, no, you can still, in correction mode, you can still correct it. So my weight would be down, my normal force would be up. There's no rope, so there's no tension. It's not sliding across the surface, there's no friction. It's not moving, so there's no air drag. And it says the blades are not spinning, so there's no thrust. Okay, good. So at the end, because even if you, in correction mode, if you make a mistake, you can just fix it. So in the end, in correction mode, you should have 100%. Okay, and if you can't get to 100%, email me and I will help you get to 100%, but you should get to 100% in correction mode. And then I can do something to adjust the original score. So if the original score was an 80, and of course correction score is going to be 100, then I can say, well, I'll give you, I don't know, a quarter of the points between that. So there's 20 points between 80 and 100. I'll give you a quarter of those back, so you get an 85 instead of an 80. Something of that nature, maybe a third. So I would like you to do corrections. So, and that applies to all tests we have taken thus far. So if you go back to velocity, you should be able to go into your assessment I'm not in assessment mode, am I? Go back to your assessment. And even if it's locked, you can go into it, click finalize, and you will be able to make adjustments and get your correction score up to 100%. Okay? So every test you have should end up with, your acceleration test should, your acceleration test, for example, should be at 100%. Okay? So in this case, I haven't finished doing my corrections yet. Okay, so I've got some things that need to be fixed. So this is so you would just say finalize, and boom. So even if it's locked because the test is over, you can go back in and do finalize, and then just put in the correct answers. All right. So just do that for all of your 438. Okay, so just do that for all of your tests that you've taken so far. Get your correction score up to 100%, and I can use that to adjust your original score. Alrighty, that is it.